I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Hold up. Yeah, we live, baby. We live. Man, I got information I need to bring to y'all. I've been contemplating on some things, thinking real hard. So I say, let me, fill y'all in on what's really going on this worldwide scene and what we really should be looking for. So you saw the title, right? We live, man. I didn't tell nobody I was going live. That's just how I move sometimes. So if somebody tune in, and then I'm trying to practice, doing this as well. So I don't have to do any editing. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, we live, baby. So here it is, man. NWO Major Players. You know what I'm talking about. The major players, man, who running things on, on the world scene. It's not who you really think it is. You do what I'm saying. So first up, we got old OG Big Hat, the Pope himself, man. The Pope, yes. And this is the first Jesuit Pope. From my understanding, I mean, if you don't know what a Jesuit is, you have to look that up. There's a lot of information out there on the Jesuits. But from my understanding, the Jesuits used to work for the Pope, like a clandestine organization, like a paramilitary, a military branch. But this is the first sitting Jesuit Pope. Wields a lot of power, man, on the world stage. And, down with the Freemasonry and all these secret societies, you dig. Next up, I would say, but not, excuse me, these are not in any particular order at the top, but Queen Elizabeth, man, she holds a lot of power. MI5, MI6, the Parliament, and the military, they all pledge allegiance to the Queen, man. That's who really runs it. Everybody else is a puppet, talking loud, saying nothing. You know what I'm saying? She's also the highest Freemason in the land. And usually women are not allowed to be Freemasons. They would have to be an Eastern Star. I think maybe she's both. She's a 6-point star and a 5-point star. Go figure. But the thing is, she's getting old, man. And that bloodline is suspicious. That bloodline is suspicious. Suppose it comes from... Just do the research, man. It might be mixed with something that's out of this world, you feel me? But she's getting old. She can't live forever. So where does that power go to after that? Who's next? We got to watch the moves that these people are going to be making. You know what I'm saying? So, for real. Next, we have Angela Merkel, Chancellor of Germany, the heir of Adolf Hitler. Alois Hitler? But some say that Berlin is going to be like the second seat to the anti. You know what I mean? So, something to watch. What's going on there? Like I said, because we know who her bloodline comes from, who her dad was. Trump met the other day, and the words kind of, you got to listen close to what they said towards each other. It's kind of like they're not feeling each other like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, like I said, Germany is going to go over to the B side, man. Over to the B side. Hey, what's going on? All right. So next up, we have Xi Jinping. See, this guy, I believe he's like the king of the East. They just did away with the term limits right, over in China. So he just made himself president for life. I found out he's about 61 or 62 or something like that. So he may, you know, they got life extension and stuff like that. Maybe he can live 20 years, 30 years. So he's gonna be around for this New World Order, man. And right now, I believe they said they active. That's more than that's like twice the population of the United States, you know, in the military. So be on the lookout, man, for these guys. And again, King of the East. That's very important because it talks about him over in Revelation 16:12. How it talk about he's going to dry up the river to make way for the kings of the East. I don't think they're supposed to bring like a 200 million man army or something. I had to go and I found out some new things since then, some new history, some new things. So I have to go back and go over that. But still, this guy's a major player, especially with the OBOR right now. And last is the mystery man of the major NWO players. Yeah, you guessed it, Obama. Mystery man. Like his real name. Who his real dad is. The real backing behind him. The real financial backing. Where does that come from? The funding. His real history and his real birthplace. Because he was not born in Chicago. You know, they said originally that he wasn't born in Hawaii. And then down to either Indonesia or Kenya. I hate to say that, but these are the things that, but it's a mystery. And then there's some that say some intelligence leaks say that that's not his dad, you know, his real dad. So, you know, there's a lot of things we don't know that we need to know, you know, and he's still a young guy. He'll be back. Okay, so those are the major NWO players, right? Now we have some lesser levels. I would call these second level. They're still important, but Trump is at the highest of these because he's like anti right now. All those at the top that I named, they're gonna work together to get to the NWO to do that thing. Trump is anti. He's going against all of that, you know, bull in the China cabinet, and that's a good thing. So we better be glad because it's like he's holding back their plans, holding it up. You know, I hope he gets 8 years, but I don't know if it's gonna happen. You know, we don't know how many attempts have already been made on this man's life, or how many more. You know, it's a trap at every corner. There used to be a video game called Spy versus Spy, where you booby trap stuff, and it was fun. I used to like it, but we better pray that he's around to do at least 8 years. Yeah, that'll put them back at least 100 years. You know what I mean? And then the other side notes in history, these people are going to have one sentence on the page. Putin, President Putin, Theresa May, Macron, Erdogan, and Modi. They're major figures, definitely. And there's a bunch more like Abe, but they're going to be side notes. You know, the main history is going to be told about these other people because we're going into the New World Order. We're going into the new system. And a lot of these guys are puppets. They're getting told what to do. I mean, even presidents have to be responsible to somebody, accountable to somebody. Yeah. So that's what I just wanted to do. Watch the moves that these guys make. Watch the moves. So Trump is of the lesser people, he's like #1. But all the other guys, the Pope, the Queen, Merkel, Xi, and Obama, they're all New World Order. So they may not like each other, they may not be able to stand each other, but they're all going to work together, and they may all fight to see who's going to be the #1. But they're all going to work together to bring this thing on, and Trump is the anti. He's going against all of that. So his name is going to be big in history. I just hope it doesn't go down like a Kennedy or something like that. All right, well, that's what I wanted to update you guys on. You notice a lot of countries are now repatriating their gold from the U.S. Turkey has done it. A number of other countries have done it, have asked for it, and some are getting it. That's a very important move. China's getting more. Everybody who we were holding their gold for, they want it back now. That says a lot. Okay, guys, good talking to you. Be safe.